local news that matters. This is CBS 17 News.
Delays are picking up across the country as the FAA begins reducing air traffic.
The Transportation Department and the FAA are cutting 10% of flights at 40 high-impact airports nationwide. That includes Charlotte Douglas. At least 4% of those cuts started today and will continue to ramp up into next week. So there are ground delays at major airports, including Chicago, Washington Reagan, Phoenix, and both airports in Houston.
12,000 American Airlines customers had their flights canceled today. Meanwhile, Delta says they've completed all their cuts to weekend flights. Passengers have all been notified. Most have also been rebooked. While RDU is not on that high-impact list, many key connecting airports are. CBS 17's Harrison Grubb is live at the airport now. Harrison, what does it look like there?
Yeah, as you mentioned, RDU is not one of the 40 airports impacted, but you can see on the departure and arrival board a lot of orange, definitely some of the ripple effects affecting local travelers. Now, according to FlightAware, 86 flights have been delayed, and now we are up to 15 cancellations here at RDU. Uncertainty building for passengers across the U.S.
I needed to get home by about noon today, so I was worried it would be canceled.
As flights are cut at some of the busiest airports in the country.
I'm a little worried because I have another flight out Tuesday morning to go to Dallas, so fingers crossed.
40 airports are directly affected by the FAA's reductions, including major connecting points for local travelers like Atlanta and Charlotte. Airlines began their cuts at 4% Friday, increasing to 6% next Tuesday. If the government isn't reopened, 10% of flights at these airports will be slashed in a week, potentially impacting thousands.
I did get to the airport 3 hours early for a 7 a.m. Central Time flight, but there were no crowds, nobody was panicked, they were not understaffed, everything was fine. I did hear that there were cancellations after I left, but I guess I lucked out.
While RDU isn't directly impacted, passengers are feeling the ripple effect.
The biggest advice that I could give anybody is try to be flexible.
Local travel advisor Mallory Dumond says she's heard lots of concerns.
As a travel advisor with my clients, especially who are reaching out wondering, what do we do? What do we do? It's just a lot of wait and see at this point.
RDU says it's closely monitoring the impacts of these reductions. Airport leaders are encouraging everyone to stay up to date with their flight status and arrive at least 2 hours before departure for domestic travel. And looking ahead to tomorrow, so far there are 2 flights canceled. That is on Delta's regional subsidiary Endeavor. That is a round-trip flight to Atlanta. So far, just those 2 right now. Live at RDU, Harrison Grubb, CBS 17 News.
Certainly good to see behind you, Harrison, that it's not chaos, which is a very good sign this late in the afternoon.
And we can hope those 2 flights are the only ones canceled. We can hope.
For sure.
Hope. All right, thanks, Harrison.